Can we go upstairs? Hello, Dreamers, and welcome to another Friday afternoon here in baseball heaven. I'm social media coordinator Tucker LaBelle alongside Director of Operations Roman Weinberg here on the Kinsella family porch. We are excited for the weekend to start. It is a beautiful, beautiful day out here. The corn has the sun hitting it right now. We're looking at the progress of a Major League Baseball stadium among the Iowa corn. We couldn't be more excited. My hair is longer. Time goes on. Summer is coming to an end, and boy, it's been quite the summer, Roman.
Oh, it has been. You got the flow going on. It's the hockey / lacrosse.
It is. It's going full. It's in full flow right now.
There you go. Look a little bit like Bryce Harper.
Just a little bit. Yep. A little bit there.
Nice. Happy Friday, Dreamers. It is July 31st. Hi, Roman and Tucker. How are you? Frank Roberto. Hey, happy Friday, Frank. Good to have you out and back on YouTube Live. It has been a while. It's been a busy July for us. Last weekend, we had our First Responders Appreciation Day. We'll touch on that and go through a recap of the day. But we've had youth tournaments, quite a few. We had two, our Independence Day Weekend Classic. We had 40 teams in Dubuque facing off, and we had our skills competition here at the Field of Dreams as usual for part of the tournament, so it was great. And we had our other tournament, the 18th and 19th of July, the Is This Heaven Classic. So went off very smooth. The weather has been very cooperative here this whole month. So especially last weekend was gorgeous. It was hot. It was hot. But people grabbed a refreshing cold drink and some alcoholic, some non-alcoholic, and just sat back and watched a great game between the New York and Chicago police departments.
Some great players on both of those teams. You get a sense for how much these guys have played baseball, their skill levels. Many of them hopped in the home run derby last minute, and you can see by the absolute moonshots to left field that these guys are very gifted baseball players aside from their profession. And, you know, it's always good to be a part of something like that, giving back.
Yeah.
It was an absolutely fantastic day. The evening was capped with a concert by Jake Dodds. Got to have him out here finally. I obviously, as you guys know, could not have been more excited. But just to have Jake out here, to have some music being played at the field, and to have all these people watching as they're socially distancing what's going on here, and then the movie in the outfield directly following, I don't think we could have hoped for any better of a night.
Oh, yeah.
It went so smoothly. The people were absolutely amazing. Baseballism had their grand opening out here. It was just one of those days and one of those weekends that we couldn't ask for again. It was absolutely beautiful.
That's right. Jake Dodds lived up to the hype. I tell you that you were hyping him up enough, and I had to see him live for myself. He was great, definitely exceeded expectations, and he got the crowd going. They were singing along. They were clapping along. He brought that life, and just it was great. It was contagious. But we're proud to say that we raised $4,770 to the First Responders Foundations, the Dubuque County First Responders Emergency Training Facility in Dubuque County, to give back and help train. That money goes right back into training our first responders here in the county of Dubuque, and that includes the city of Dyersville. And we gave back to the Chicago Police Memorial Foundation and the New York Police Widows and Children's Fund as well. So very respectable organizations, great causes, and we were happy to give back in the small way that we were able to, and hopefully they enjoyed their night. I know they did.
They did.
They shared us in some posts on social media, too, throughout the week, so it was good to see that, especially the NYPD. Very grateful, and we're excited for next year.
We are.
Because we certainly are going to hold it again next year, so you can count on that. Jake Dodds is looking forward to coming back again here at some point, so we're looking forward to having him back. And, again, a great day. Couldn't have been any better. The movie in the outfield was fantastic, as always.
It was just one of those nights that you don't ask for many times, and it went so smoothly. It was amazing. Mal, my good friend Mal, how you doing? Mal is tuning in from Sydney, Australia. It is always good to see you tune in, Mal. For those of you guys who don't know, Mal is a fan of the field from Australia. He has kept in touch with me via Facebook, and I've loved it. He's been tuning into our eCam a lot and commenting whenever I'm out in the field. So I really enjoyed that banter back and forth. But, you know, Mal's a testament to how global our fans are and how much we love that. Mal was out here for,
30th
gosh,
anniversary.
he was out here for the 30th anniversary. Yeah, that's,
June 15th last year.
It's been a while now, but you talk about these events that bring people together. Mal, you're a great example of that, and you were out here, and we got to meet, and we've kept in touch ever since. And you keep that connection about the Field of Dreams, and that's what Roman and I love.
Yeah,
we dwell on that.
Yep, you're living proof out there, Mal. The dreamer. We refer to our fans. I refer to our fans as dreamers, and it's true because we're a tight knit network. We're all family, and that's what the Field does. The movie site brings people together, and it's so low key out here, so simple. People just kind of let their guard down a little bit and just fall in love with the simplicity of it and get to know people and get in conversations where we move so fast every day. It's easy to lose sight of that, but you just pick up a normal conversation with people you've never met, sometimes around the country and in other parts of the world.
It's refreshing to see that this not only has an impact on our lives daily here, but the lives of so many. Frank tuning in right now. Frank, you're a testament to that as well. You're a longtime fan of ours. Frank's saying right now that he has been tuning into EarthCam every day. EarthCam has been awesome because it's that gap being bridged 24/7 for those who want to watch and see, how our days are going here. Gosh, you'll even see Roman prepping the diamonds sometimes, but you get a glimpse into what it's like to be here all the time. So that's just one of those keys and one of those tools, I would say, that it enables the dreamers to stay connected. And something just like this, it's just a way for us to continually connect with you guys and make sure we pass on the magic that we are, blessed to be a part of every single day.
That's right. That's right. Right now, with everything going on, we just need an escape. And if you're looking for that escape and can't get here yourself, first off, we highly encourage it because you can social distance. It's completely safe. Come out, play catch. It doesn't get any better than that at the Field of Dreams in Dyersville, Iowa. The corn's about, 10 feet now?
It's got to be close to 10.
I would say so.
It's got to be close to 10.
So. But if you can't get here, EarthCam is definitely your go-to, and that's on our website, fieldoftodreamsmoviesite.com. There's a special one from Albert Lee. So hello to Brad Skinnis, who rented out the field, and to his teams, good luck. But it is charging, and the sun is incredibly bright right now, kind of in my eyes. But we'll get some footage of it here tonight and send some pics out.
Got Jeremiah Bronson. Well said, guys. Baseball is kind of its own language. Jeremiah, very true. I believe you are tuning in from Missouri, if I'm correct.
Jeremiah?
Good to see you in here, Jeremiah. Mal even had broken ribs that day. Mal did have broken ribs out here at the 30th anniversary last year. I recall that. But Tucker, true gentleman, and both Roman and Tucker living the dream. Mal, you could not say that more correctly. We are in this weird place that when you cross over the bridge here, baseball exists, kindness exists, happiness exists.
Worries melt away.
They melt away, and there's no barriers between people here. Now, yes, social distancing could be a barrier, but the way people are able to connect, you forget about everything else, and you're friends for that moment there, which to me is the most beautiful thing about this property, to truly see how it affects people. And when it comes down to it, guys, and you can agree with me or not, we're just a 100-plus-year-old Iowa farm surrounded by corn that happens to have a baseball field. It's what you as the dreamers make out of this place that makes our job so incredible.
That's why it's still here 31 years later. It's not because, yes, it's in part because of the movie, but it's the legacy that it has taken of its own. It has a life of its own, and it's the unique air of the field in that aura that it's so spiritual. You can feel your loved ones out there, and you just feel close and connected when you're here, that really there's nothing like it, at least to me.
It's very spiritual in many ways.
Mm-hmm.
It very much is.
So, if you're looking for an escape and everything, we do have an escape here that you can tune into on Thursday, August 13th, because I hear there's going to be a baseball game. Now, the question is...
I heard it's not badminton, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I heard it's not badminton. Now, the question is, will there still be a game? Because not sure if you guys have tuned in to MLB news lately or kept up to date with the COVID-19 cases breaking out among locker rooms across the league. Several teams have been bit in the butt with that, the Marlins being one.
Absolutely.
And right now have been put on hold until Sunday, to which they can start to begin or at least resume their season.
Mm-hmm.
And the Cardinals as well, the latest, have been basically, it's gotten in their locker room. 2 players came down with the virus.
And you got to expect from there more players likely to be tested positive, staff members. Again, guys, this goes back to what we talked about several weeks ago with Major League Baseball being one of the only professional sports organizations not to go with a quarantine bubble model this year. And at the time, we were sitting there saying, I guess we'll see how this goes. And, it's pretty much as we predicted. It's what we foresaw happening, and, anyone in their right mind probably foresaw this happening as well. But baseball moves forward. My Dodgers are doing absolutely phenomenal. We are off to a great start. Could not be more excited about that. Among other news, Mookie Betts signs a massive 12-year contract with the Dodgers. Could not be more stoked.
Lucky you. I was giving you crap.
Could not be more stoked.
Well, things were up in the air, but it looks like it paid off.
Looks like it paid off big. We got our good friend Bob Pritchett. Bob says, Roman, you got something?
Yeah, we can. He wants us to.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, Roman, explain your shirt a little bit.
Your wish is my command, Bob.
And guys, you can't see it, but Roman is currently covered in dust right now as he was just prepping the field. So I guess you could say Baseballism's wear is groundskeeper proof.
It's field tested. See, I actually do have some of the chalk there on my chest area. But yes, so this is the Ghost Coming Out of the Corn. This is the People Will Come shirt from Baseballism. Absolutely stunning. And obviously you got to turn on the back here and you can see the lighting is not good right now, but you can see the whole speech from James Earl Jones, a.k.a. Terrence Mann in the movie, as he's sitting right in front of where we are, directly ahead on the first baseline. Exactly right. Those bleachers, those iconic bleachers. He gives his famous speech from the movie. That's all quoted on the back of my shirt. Awesome. You can find that fieldofdreamsmoviesite.com or at the Baseballism store. Brand new, opened this year, 5 months to construct that. Incredible.
It is.
Honestly, we were very lucky and pleasantly surprised with the lack of snow that we got. It was a very mild winter, and we don't take that for granted because it's a mixed bag when it comes to Iowa weather. As many of you know watching that are from Iowa or the Midwest in general, it's a mixed bag and definitely can't take it for granted. So we'll see what we get next year, but it was incredible. We didn't get snow until really after Christmas is when it started sticking. So for them to get the concrete poured and everything in mid to late November and still get the A-frame up and everything before we had heavy snowfall was a blessing. It's exactly what we needed. So Mother Nature cooperated with us.
And then Bob, my hat is the 3-up, 3-down Baseballism hat. Yeah, as you guys know, I'm a big hat guy with long hair. So the hats come in pretty handy there. It's also great to be able to wear a hat like this with a polo where it matches and we can, mesh the two a little bit. Mm-hmm. That's been great. My favorite thing about this hat, though, guys, I'll tell you right now, is the white Baseballism print on the side. It looks super clean, super classy. You can almost get off with a business casual look with the hat.
That's right. You know what I like, Tucker? The snapback.
The snapback is one of the best portions of it. Baseballism offers everything in pro style, snapback, fitted. You can get any kind of hat you want, theoretically, with the Baseballism. I know we have a few newer hats down there as of the past couple days, as well as a whole lot of newer shirts. So Baseballism is bringing in the new stuff. It's crazy, but we'll unload a pallet one day, be sold out the next, because the demand for this product is so incredibly high.
Incredible. It is.
It's really amazing to see. And, there's a following around the brand, which is also cool to see how that following interacts with us. So far, it's been completely seamless, and we really enjoyed to be able to work with them as a brand. It's a great brand, great message, great people.
Yeah.
And you don't get much better than that. And you'll see Roman and I continuing to support Baseballism gear. As we just can't get enough of it. It's great stuff. You can wear it to work, and it's great for us too because we get to spread their brand in a little way while they spread ours.
Yeah, I've been familiar with the brand. They started in 2013. I've been familiar with them since 2016. I was out in Cooperstown in 2017. Got to step foot in their Cooperstown store, which actually underwent an expansion here recently. So I haven't been there since. I'm dying to go back and definitely visit the National Baseball Hall of Fame Museum again. It's been a while since I've been in there, but no, great brand. I knew it was something special, but once we have it in our own backyard, so to speak, you really see it. And frequently we have guests coming in that wear their apparel and come in diehards. Yeah, some from Scottsdale, where one of their flagship stores are, one of their most popular stores by far.
And general manager Jenna, shout out
Jenna Nimitz.
There you go. So shout out Jenna, who's keeping this store afloat and keeping everything moving forward. So big shout out to her with the Scottsdale tie.
Yep, that's right. That's right. She runs their Scottsdale store as well. So Frank, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that the commissioner doesn't do what he said he might have to do. I agree. I mean, we'll see. And as we've touched on before, that's always a risk. But I think more so than ever, we can all agree that having baseball back in our lives, at least to some capacity, is refreshing. It's much needed right now. And obviously, we understand that the Major League Baseball organization, that entity, that league, has a commitment to its players and their families and their staff first and foremost. So if the health and safety of those individuals comes to be a problem or is threatened by this virus to where they can't control it anymore and they're forced to shut down the season, it is what it is. It'll be back next year, stronger than ever. Baseball nation is strong, and we're all committed to the love of the game. We're all tied and addicted to the sport, even us here in rural Iowa. It's embedded throughout our country. So we're ready for baseball whenever it's ready to come back. But right now it's still here. So we're excited for that. And hopefully a game will happen here Thursday, August 13th.
Yeah, we're just about 2 weeks away, guys.
It's 13 days. It's
crazy.
It's
crazy to see this actually happening. Mm-hmm. Now we just hope and pray that people can stay healthy. As much as we want this to happen, like Roman said, we also want the safety and health of individuals to be far above any sports. And so for us, whether it happens or not, whether the season continues or not, as long as people are doing the right things to stay happy and healthy, that's what lets us sleep at night, truly.
Hopefully you guys are staying healthy as well, safe at home or socially distancing from others. I love watching the field cam, says Mal Green, through the week and how people to the field turn in pros once they cross the line. That's right. That's right. It's fun. And I haven't seen anybody wink at a pitcher today, so that's good. Don't wink, kid. But, yeah, what else do we got?
I mean, I don't know. A big plug, guys. As many of you know, you can actually stay in the Kinsella family home. And this is one of the strangest, coolest opportunities you will ever find. The property is yours with the exclusive rights for the evening. You can turn the lights on and off. You really get to be an Iowa farmer and a person of the Field of Dreams for that night. And so that's one of the most unique opportunities that we're actually running an insanely good special on through the end of July. Half off your stay.
That's today.
And it's through today and September. And guys, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm biased. I think September is the best time to be here. The corn is high. The weather's a little bit cooler. The bugs have died down by then.
And it's still green for the first half of the month.
It is. And you might start to see some fall colors. And so my opinion is September is the month that constantly gets overlooked. I'm telling you guys, you're not going to get a better opportunity than half off of the stay in this beautiful home. Much of it has been touched up recently upstairs. It is looking gorgeous.
Completely remodeled.
It is beautiful. It is beautiful. You're not going to beat half off. Get those calendars out. Get those iPhones out. Book a date in September, guys. You're not going to regret it. We haven't heard one negative thing ever. People will stay here overnight, and they've had life-changing moments from being here in a different experience than just visiting daily.
One of my favorite parts of working here, too, that brings it all to perspective is there's a diary that our overnight guests can write in, and they just throw their feelings out on a page. Some do, some don't, but mostly they're very open in terms of those entries, and it's great to read. Some will be a page, some will be 3 pages long, just in terms of memories from their childhood and how lucky they are to be here with their kids, 20 years later after visiting for them the first time since they were young themselves. And just to see how that circle revolves and generation to generation of being passed down and what this means to everybody else, just like it means to Tucker and myself, our crew. We all love this place with our heart and soul. And for us to see that it means just as much and the magic that happens at this place, some people get to see from the second floor and that window, that iconic bay window is the fog rolling in.
It is. It's such an iconic view.
It is.
It really is.
Well, it's bone chilling. But anyway, definitely 25% off Friday and Saturday. stays, and Sunday through Thursday, 50% off. That is good only the month of September. So definitely take advantage of that. And
Bob Pritchett. Bob says, Tucker, tell us your thoughts on Dodgers pitcher Joe Kelly. Bob, that's a complicated question. As a college athlete myself and a very competitive individual, I understand how Joe got caught up in the moment a little bit there. I can't say if I was in his position, I wouldn't make that same mistake that he did. I know a lot of people are very, very upset with the handling of the Astros scandal. I feel like a lot of people feel like they should have been punished more. I personally think they got off way too easy. And I think because you don't punish a team like that, the players are going to take it upon themselves in a way. They're going to say, hey, this is not welcome in our sport. And so for me, as much as I hate to say it, Bob, I think Joe did the same thing that a lot of people would have done. I think that move is probably going to be seen a whole lot more towards the Astros because players don't want cheating in the game. They don't. And if that takes it down their own shoulders to present that, that's kind of old school baseball. That's kind of as you would have seen years ago, as people are going to handle that. And yes, I think it could have been handled in a far more mature way. But I think in the moment, I think a lot of other pitchers would have been in the exact same spot as him in the way they handled that. Because let's be honest, people are upset that they got away with that so easily. And I think it says a lot about Major League Baseball and their future handlings of similar situations. And that's what gets people the most, I feel like.
Well, throughout spring training, I mean, you've seen guys like Bryce Harper and Chris Bryant just come out and speak openly about how hurt they are and how disappointed they are, and just the lack of integrity from that team to
Absolutely.
be able to stoop that low for a championship and still retain the title. So it's frustrating. I get right now tensions are high. People are very heated. I'd like to think that this year we can get by without that because we have enough going on, but baseball is going to baseball. We understand that this whole scandal should not be swept under the rug because of COVID-19. I don't know what else to say.
Bob,
I saw it coming. But
Bob, I completely agree with you. I don't think Joe Kelly should have been suspended, especially an 8-game suspension in a very short season like this. To me, it feels like Major League Baseball is erring too much on the side of the Houston Astros and trying to protect them too much for everything that's gone on. So it's tearing for a Dodgers fan to see them not punish a team and then over-punish them for trying to get back at the team. I don't think he handled it necessarily in the correct manner, but when it comes down to it, that's baseball. That's the way I see it right there and the way it should be. To be completely honest with you, I'm with you, Bob. I don't think he should have been suspended one bit. And I think a lot of more players and organizations will probably speak out in his favor shortly here as people are a little bit fed up with the handlings of that situation as well.
Jeremiah Bronson added to his collection. He got the pin that says, "I'm in the last shot of Shoeless Joe." You shared that with me, Jeremiah, on our Facebook direct messenger. So Tucker gave him the tip there on that, and you were able to find it. So
Love
awesome.
that. I can't believe you tracked that down.
I need to get my hands on one of those.
That's amazing. Jeremiah, tell us how you got that. Maybe a little bit of a plug there. We can read it off. But I'm shocked. That's amazing.
I need to show you a picture.
Wow, that's pretty cool. That's quite the collection piece right there. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, the cars that were in the final scene of the movie with the lights coming down the hill,
1,500 of them.
1,500 of them were given a medallion/pin claiming that they were in the line. It was the proof. And they're very hard to find, but it appears that Jeremiah has tracked one down for his collection.
That was about 3 miles long, too.
Yeah,
and they had local radio stations, Cat FM. Out of 92.9 Cat FM out of Dubuque was one of the stations that relayed instructions to drivers to switch their lights on from high beam to low beam.
Very much so.
For that perception of driving through trees and just traveling on the highway when they actually weren't moving in reality. So one of your fun facts, the only one I'm going to give tonight, you got to take a tour with this guy or myself or one of our staff inside the Field of Dreams farmhouse. So with that, guys, what else does Jeremiah say? He says, "I got it from a fan who visited the field right after the movie aired. Don had a box full left after the movie and handed them out to a few early fans." That's correct.
Did not know that.
Yeah. So, really?
I didn't know that.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I say that when I give tours out. So he used to, because people would take things from the property.
Including the fence posts.
Yep, including the fence posts. They would take a little bit of everything. So he gave away everything left that he had. And at the beginning of the day, he would set out those pins, and within a week or two, they were gone. Like that, like hotcakes. So he knew right then he had something. So he decided to put up his own shop, which was his trailer for a while his original walk-up gift shop, the Shack, I used to call it, was put up in 1989 and actually opened for business in 1990. So another fun fact.
Fun facts for the day.
That's right. Home plate was stolen too. Yes. So the plates were many fun facts here. So the bases were stolen. 1990, we concreted them in because we were sick of having them stolen. Learned our lesson early on.
Very much so.
With that, Dreamers,
I think we're going to send it off.
I think we're
set. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Frank, Jeremiah, Mal, Bob, everyone tuning in and commenting and be a part of this. Thank you so much. For those of you watching after the fact, feel free, and we urge you to follow us on all social media platforms. Any social media you can think of, we're on it. And that's just another way for us to connect to you guys and keep you updated on the happenings of baseball heaven. We will keep you guys updated to get you some more shots from the past weekend and build the anticipation for this game coming up. So we are very excited and glad we got to sit down with you guys tonight. And I hope you have a wonderful, healthy weekend and enjoy some family time as always.
That's right. Hopefully you get to tune into a game tonight.
See you, Dreamers.
Keep dreaming.